What's up, everyone? My name is Dan Schoonmaker, and I just want to do a quick rundown of what I'm building for Nights and Weekends Season 5. So I'm here on trendy.so. I have it deployed off localhost. You can see when you first come to it, you'll see the previous day's news stories. Um, there's no stories yet generated for today. And then you can go back. I've generated all the way back to when I started working on this in late May. Um, and all of the news stories are there. Then when you um, click into a story, you see the headline, a quick TLDR, and all of this content is generated using AI. It's a customized model, but strongly influenced by the sources that are being passed in. So the sources are extracted, summarized, and then passed into the AI model to get a sort of summary of them. So I do a TLDR, an introduction, a couple sections, usually two or three, quick conclusion, and then I try to pull out notable quotes and again source those. I also right now I'm showing these follow-up questions. Um, the long term is ideas to have this work similar to Perplexity, where you can ask follow-up questions. Maybe you click this and there's a slide out chat panel that allows you to ask questions specifically about this story based on these sources, things like that. Um, I also want to Another thing I'm trying to figure out right now is how to handle images and similar to the sources. Currently, right now, Perplexity is going through sort of a legal fight with publishers because they're saying that they're scraping their content and more or less repurposing their research and news story that they reported on without giving enough credit. So obviously, a lot of this project could change based on how that plays out. But right now, I'm also not showing images because those are, directly tied to the sources as well. I looked into using AI to generate images, but it was all goofy and not good enough of an image to really justify showing it. So I have that. So a lot of this I did in week one, some in week two. The big thing I wanted to work on in week two, and this is still running on localhost, but so I also want an automatic generated newsletter to be sent out. You can't currently subscribe to it, but the idea being that it would be personalized for you. The more you fill out in your profile, maybe this is filled out as well. Actually, a lot of what I did this week was setting up this. So the ability to select interests. I also was thinking you could select sources based on, things you'd want to hear from first, and then things like where you have a name and things like that. So I can personalize it and write, "Good morning, Dan." Um, this is just a quick example of, but these are the real stories that were generated for today. Well, sorry, yesterday, July 1st. And then I even have an example of it in my Gmail. And then these all link out and hopefully will drive traffic back to the website. Next, in week three, my plan is to, similar to the newsletter, I want to experiment with Remotion and generating dynamic videos based off these news stories. So right now in the newsletter, I'm showing the TLDR, which is just shown at the top here, Portugal advances. So this TLDR is what is shown in the newsletter. I'm trying to figure out how to then um, use a similar, basically summarize this information even smaller, or maybe just use the TLDR and expand upon it. Um, this is where the images or generating images will also come into play. But basically, I want to generate a faceless video that is similar to the newsletter, and it's a rundown of all the top stories of the day, and that would be automatically shared on social channels and things like that. So basically, I'm trying to automate this whole process, similar to the daily newsletters that a lot of people subscribe to. I'm trying to generate the information with the help of AI to kind of keep it less biased, more automated, and again, so you don't have to. A big thing with my project is giving you a quick rundown. So, and I've actually been using it a ton. Then I don't have to be reading the news all day, and that type of stressful, always connected. Instead, you just get a quick summary, and then the news is provided to you. Sorry, my dog walked in. But yeah, that's a quick rundown of what I did on week 2, and looking forward to hearing your feedback. Thanks.